I have been here for 27 years.
I first came to Syndal in 1975.
I've been at SVC since I was in prep.
I've been at Syndal for 47 years.
16 years.
16 years.
29 years.
27 years.
24 years.
52 years.
For about 6 years.
10 years.
39 years.
And 35 years.
17 years.
10 years.
About 3 months.
Yeah, 9 years.
24 years.
24.
12.
17 years.
Since 2021.
About 1 year and a half.
We were mostly young people. We were only 23. Most of the people who were the initial foundation members were in their 20s.
We were married on the April the 24th, 1954. So that was just before the church was inaugurated, I think is the word, with about 20 members. Yeah, 20 original members.
Rob Haley, a man who became our foundation member, called around and asked if we would be interested in starting a Baptist church in the area.
Ray and Jean already had a house only a couple of streets away.
Just as all paddocks, no Wesley, there was no school over here. It's hard to imagine what the future would hold.
We started a Sunday school in our house.
Oh, that's right.
But a bit later in our house.
We wanted a church that would welcome newcomers and take in some of the district. After the church was constituted, people started to come, and I realised that God is working here.
It was just through God's grace that it all happened. I mean, we didn't have that much to do with it.
Got a few favourite memories. Some of them would be the kids going through youth group. There was great mentors that they had.
Friday nights at Fuel. We just have so much fun.
It was the year of Doris Fletcher and her passion for looking after refugees. And we used to feed, it seems to be multitude of people every Sunday.
In the late 70s and early 80s, when I was a youth pastor, the place was just jam-packed, and there were lots of people, lots of teenagers and young adults through those early 70s, late 70s and early 80s who came to faith, confessed their faith in Jesus in baptism, went on to develop as leaders. So that's one memory.
Running through shopping centres at breakneck speed. But yeah, lots of great leaders and stuff as well, and connections made with older at the time people, yeah.
其實我好鍾意上一次有機會去嗰個 State Youth Game，我冇份參加啦，我太老啦。咁但係咧去到睇到班年青人咧，佢哋去玩 sport 嘅時間咧，其實我好興奮咯。即係我係嗰個啦啦隊嘅成員啦咁樣。
The most important ones that I have really enjoyed was the big musical times. We enjoyed ourselves with gospel theatre. We had the time of the singing Christmas tree. They were the ones that still click into my mind when I think of the days of Syndal.
Serving with the tribe team on Sunday morning, or serving with the fuel team with the youth group. And the reason for that is because there's something really special about being part of a team with all having the same mission and the same goals and having lots of fun doing it.
One of my favourite memories is going to fuel camp, and it's really developed my connection with God and grew my faith in that way.
The three of us started turning up to the Syndal car park to drop our children off to youth. And we realised that it didn't seem like it was that long ago that we were being dropped off at that same car park by our parents to go to youth. And when we saw our own children going in to have these formative experiences that we'd had, I think it was really powerful. We're like, wow, this church has played a really big role in our life.
I think a second memory would be in the early 90s. We made a commitment as a church to say we want the demographics of our church to reflect the demographics of the community. So what do we need to do in order for that to happen? And there was an opportunity to pray with Wai Kwong Sutton, who was pastoring a Chinese church, and really desiring for the second generation to have the opportunity to be in a multicultural setting.
我記得我哋係2001年7月嘅1號星期日就開始我哋嘅Syndal嘅第一次嘅中文崇拜。
My mum's first language is Cantonese, and then mine would be English, having been born here. So it was nice being able to be part of a community where we're able to comfortably understand what's going on.
當時我哋嘅中文堂啦，只係由1-2個小組開始，即係有小組聚會啦。咁而家嚟到，即係人數不停咁增加，就開始就有而家有20幾組嘅小組，甚至係有啲各大小嘅團契。
咁就俾我可以諗起，好似啟示錄咁樣講，就係我哋各國、各族、各民都用唔同嘅語言喺天上面去敬拜神。
The ability that we've had is to really get together and know we worship the same Christ, the same Lord, and that this has been the most important thing.
교회 내에 대표적으로 영어 그룹, 중국어 그룹, 한국어 그룹 이렇게 그룹들이 대표적인 그룹들이 있지만 교회 안에 모든 목사님들과 성도들이 하나님의 자녀임을 인식하고 하나님의 말씀, 예수님을 전파하는 그것을 최대의 가치로 삼고 있고.
I think Jesus shows himself at Syndal through the people. I think people's what makes a church, not the building, and I think that's where we see God's love through the people here.
I see a lot of people in a variety of age groups really serving and giving, and not to be seen as doing it, but because they genuinely love and care about Jesus and having his kingdom grow here.
As you grow up, there's just really good leadership, like shepherding us and just making us more like Jesus.
Yeah, so what I love about Syndal is how it's such a diverse and multicultural community.
Just getting to know a lot of different people in different generations.
I think God has used Syndal in my life to give me some good role models. I think there's a lot of people older than me that I look up to, like some of the youth leaders.
神就通過Syndal浸信會就第一就令到我成為一個基督徒啦。咁亦都係之前呢度嘅家福啦，咁我參加咗呢度嘅家福，咁喺嗰度決志嘅。咁所以我自己覺得自己係Syndal嘅新生仔咯。
I like the fact that we're involved with the community, that we have quite things like food bank.
I came back after my husband died nearly 3 years ago. I must say I was very impressed to come back into a church fellowship that I still felt was my family. Now that's pretty awesome, I think, after all those years of being away.
It's been a long time since I came here, and I just I've grown more and more with the church. Yeah, I can second that too. Yeah.
大概在我来到 Syndal Baptist Church 之前，我是一个无神论者，但是神他借着 SBC 对我说话，他让我在这里认识到他，相信他，然后也爱他，当然他也爱我。我现在觉得自己像我的生命完全翻转了。上个月我的婆婆和我的女儿也在这里受洗，成为了基督徒。
I think God has used SBC to impact my life personally in the sense that I and our family have been loved extravagantly by SBC, both in times of joy and celebration and in times of sadness and grief.
Wonderful people who just are so joyous about Jesus, and it just makes me feel like I've found a home with others, have a sense of belonging.
At every stage of life that I've been in, I've found a place here at Syndal. I've felt connected, I've felt encouraged and supported and loved.
I find it exciting, the growth of the congregations.
喺先度咧有一樣好興奮嘅就係我見到唔同嘅堂會咧，佢哋都用好似用 Alpha 啊，或者咧用加福中文堂加福咧嚟去傳福音俾一啲未信嘅朋友，以至有好多嘅未信嘅朋友可以信主。
Every generation represented people from a whole range of different backgrounds and different political views, different worldviews, different occupations and education levels, and the fact that that all works is amazing, actually, is divine.
我自己係覺得好興奮嘅就係睇到一班年青人嘅成長啦。咁作為媽咪嘅我自己嘅女以前喺 tribe 我係教過佢哋，大家睇到輪到佢哋可以幫手喺 tribe 度去幫手嘅時間，我自己係好興奮啦。
The local church should bring hope to its community, and I think that's what excites me, is that Syndal will keep being a local church in this community.
그 성경 말씀에 잃어버린 아들을 기다리고 있는 아버지처럼 마음이 상한 사람, 고난 중에 있는 사람, 또 하나님과 우리 예수님을 열심히 찾고 있는 그런 모든 사람들이 찾아올 수 있는 그런 교회였으면 좋겠고, 그것이 이 교회가 100년, 200년이 지난 후에도 이 자리에서 모든 사람들이 찾아와서 하나님을 예배드리고 예수님을 예배드릴 수 있는 그런 교회였으면 좋겠습니다.
Present Jesus, provide nurture and produce disciples is something that Syndal has been doing for 70 years among all generations and many cultures. As God continues to work among us, I can't wait to see what God will do in us and through us over the next 70 years and beyond.